As American taxpayers are struggling with those record deficits, what if tax dodges are taking billions out of the country? A new report from the business giant Bloomberg News finds hundreds of U.S. companies skirting $60 billion in taxes a year. Is it legal? Well, it turns out to be, but is it right? Ron Claiborne reports.
30 million prescriptions were filled last year for the antidepressant Lexapro, which is made by the U.S. pharmaceutical company Forest Labs. But according to a new report by Bloomberg News, most of the profits from Lexapro were transferred overseas, thus avoiding having to pay taxes in the United States.
It does not say the profits from this go outside the country, anywhere.
Which came as a shock to Tyler Hurst, who buys his Lexapro at a Phoenix pharmacy. Does it bother you?
Yeah, because it seems it is shady.
Actually, in most cases, it is perfectly legal, and hundreds of U.S.-based multinational companies engage in the practice known as transfer pricing.
The most recent estimate for how much tax revenue gets lost here in the U.S. is $60 billion a year. But there are some reasons to think that that estimate is actually conservative.
That $60 billion is more than the entire annual budget for the Department of Homeland Security.
We are in a time of enormous deficits when we should be broadening our tax base. This phenomenon is moving exactly in the opposite direction.
So how does it work? Bloomberg's Jesse Drucker traced the dots, starting with Tyler Hurst in Phoenix, a contorted paper trail, with the profits ending up in Forest Labs' Bermuda subsidiary, which consists of a secretary in this law office. The U.S. corporate tax rate is 35%. Bermuda has no corporate tax. Last year, sales of Lexapro generated more than $2 billion in revenue.
It's really nearly a 100% American company in terms of where it does its sales, and yet the majority of its profits show up overseas.
And Senator Carl Levin has called transfer pricing the corporate equivalent to secret offshore accounts of individual tax dodgers. But legislation to tighten the laws that allow it has never gotten very far. The efforts have been fought by corporate lobbyists. And Diane, we reached out to Forest Labs. They declined to respond to this report.
So nothing done so far in Congress yet.
It's perfectly legal still.
All right, Ron Claiborne, thanks to you.